on in here. I'm going to do one thing. I hate looking down, but I just did look down, didn't I? I'm going to get us on Instagram. It's going to be live in just a second. I have to push one button. I'm doing it right now. Yep, pushing it. Okay, now we are live on Insta, and that's it. I'm going to be 1 hour live on Insta. We're going to not get the replay on Insta. But if you wanted to replay, it's all on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook will delete after 30 days. There's all these nuanced things, whatever. Check it out. Probably YouTube is where it's going to land permanently. And today we're going to talk about faux exits. But what am I doing here? Hi, I'm DJ Mark. I am Chattanooga's top, the top, thanks to reviewers like yourself. Everybody's a reviewer. You're a reviewer. I'm a reviewer. We can all review right there on the Google. I've been number one now for 11 straight years consecutively, and I want to give you guys the best possible day that you deserve, okay? And so what I'm doing here, I'm just going to show you that page one more time. I'm about to do the prep for not my next wedding, but the wedding next week, which I'm already ready for. And because it's an early wedding, it's a Thursday wedding, I will, of course, prep early and not wait till next Monday to do the prep for that Thursday wedding. And then I do have a wedding after that on that weekend, but we'll worry about that next week, okay? So that's how this works. Super duper efficient, super duper prep. And so right now, you're going to tune in because you're somebody who's interested in vetting your own DJ. Maybe you're from another part of the world, maybe another part of the United States where I reside here in North Georgia. But you really want to understand, how do I vet my DJ? How do I know what pro is? What is a masterclass? I'm giving a masterclass every time I open my mouth here and talk about it. How do we know? Well, just tune in, stick around and find out. Every time I do a show now, I am now doing what I call a preamble. And it's the preamble to the masterclass of the constitution of the masterclass DJ, okay? Of the master DJ. So the preamble today is faux exits. Let's dig in. Okay. Faux exits. Faux exit is when you have sparklers planned, okay, maybe for the end, it's supposed to be for the end of the night, but you want to do it early. And the reason usually revolves around the photographer only paid through a certain time. For example, most photographers will legitimately tell you, and it is the truth, that, you know, you're paying them for, let's say, an extra hour and a half of dancing, and it's all the same type of photos. And it costs a lot more. Maybe they're selling you on that. And maybe that's true if no one's dancing, but not with mine, obviously not with my events. But I can see why a photographer would say, you've got a small crowd. They're only going to be a little bit of dancing. So you'd be paying me an hour and a half extra for nothing. And it's a lot of money on your part. But like I said, not my clients, hopefully not the photographers who've worked with me, because they're like, no, DJ Mark keeps them going the entire time. But again, it does maybe get stale. Maybe it gets a little stale and the photographer's leaving. So that's how it's set up prior to the day of. None of that usually is decided on the night of, although it could. For example, the bride could say, hey, could you stick around for one more hour? I've decided I'm going to hire you for the extra hour. That does happen, obviously, but most of the time it's already pre-set up. It's already discovered well ahead of time. And therefore, you can create a faux exit. You can plan it. You can put it on the timeline as such. So I want to tell you about what I think about the faux exits and how to perform them correctly. Okay. Again, I have no notes. There's no show notes here. Why do I not need show notes? Because I'm a master. If there was a doctorate, I could get the doctorate. I'm a master, absolute master skillsman here for 16 years deep, right? Probably not a master at 10 years, but now that I am, I've eclipsed 15 years, I've definitely got it all worked out. I've got it all worked out. Obviously, there are some new things that happen, but it's basically the same thing. But I've got the whole entire thing worked out. So let's get into it. Should you have a faux exit? Well, again, It depends on if your photographer's leaving and you really want that exit. If let's say the party goes till 10 o'clock and your photographer, they're just paid till 8:30, and you can add a bunch of money. Like I said, you can add a bunch of money, an hour and a half for the photographer to stick around and get some photos. And then of course be there for the regular grand exit at the very end at 9:55, 9:50. Or you could say, hey, let's do a faux exit and get this photographer out the door, which a lot of people do. Let's get this photographer out the door. And so we line everybody up at 8:30 and we get great photos. But what happens? What's the nuance that happens? Everybody is understanding that there's a nuance that's taking place. The nuance being that people are going to leave. But here's where there's so much nuance, but here's where we have to get we have to slice this right down the middle, okay? And I need you people, I need you to understand what's happening here. It's not very complicated, but there is nuance. The people that are going to leave at the faux exit, they were going to leave anyway. Okay, they were going to leave anyway because the dancing hasn't even really started. And we should talk about that too. Let's actually talk about that first. At what point should you do the faux exit? Listen, this is so important. Get out your pens and papers, brides that are about to be married, brides that are creating their timeline right now. It is so vitally important about when to do the faux exit. Because here's what's happening. If you get the dancing going for a good 30 to 45 minutes, please write this down. This is gold I'm giving you, and it's for free. If you do the faux exit after 30 to 45 minutes of dancing, you are playing with fire. Because the average person that has given you their full attention, physically being on the dance floor for 30 to 45 minutes, the average person is going to get their keys, get their purse, get their possessions, and exit and get to their car as soon as the faux exit is over. That's because you have fed them. You have fed them, right? DJ Mark has fed them. I haven't fed them the best, by the way. We'll get to that in just a minute. Why haven't I fed them the best? Well, because it's a faux exit. I don't play all the great songs before the faux exit. I'm saving the songs to the ending, right? The crescendo, DJ Mark's patented crescendo for the evening. By the way, I'm drinking a nice little cup of coffee. And I'm enjoying it. Black, of course. Coffee black. No cream, no sugar. Now then. A lot of nuance here. So what would I suggest as the master? Of course, you bring the faux exit almost immediately, right? Now, I like a little teaser, but it doesn't have to happen. For example, we finish dinner, we do whatever, non-dancing, we do whatever, and then we open the dance floor for a few dances, right? We want that to be a punch. And so that means the bride and groom have to be on the dance floor, and the family usually joins, and the bridal party better dang sure join. The bridal party that doesn't join in those first few songs, you're absolutely worthless, and you can write that down. Okay, you can write that down. You need to get yourself on that dance floor if you have experienced the honor of being a bridesmaid or a groomsman. You get yourself on that dance floor for that first punch. Okay? There's no sitting and pretending that you're cool. You're too cool for this. Okay. So we have a big punch, right? And here's where it gets weird, right? What if, like DJ Mark, me, what if you have a DJ that is totally capable of keeping that crowd just like huge? Let's say it's huge, like everybody's dancing. What if you have a DJ capable of doing that, keeping that crowd entertained for a solid 45 minutes? The last thing, again, write this down. The last thing you want to do is break that up. This is an epic thing that you've just created. DJ Mark has created, can I just tell you? DJ Mark, DJ somebody has created this epic thing that no one wants to leave, right? Why would you then call for the faux exit? So in my mind, again, the master DJ opinion of absolute trial and error, over and over and over and over, trial and error. What do? You do the faux exit before you open the dance floor. Weren't expecting that, were you, today? Were you expecting that? Because I'm telling you now, I can tell you, probably 90%, 95, 90, between 90 and 99% of every single timeline I get from coordinators up and down the line, professional, super duper awesome, to whatever, to the bride being the coordinator, to, the best friend being the coordinator, right? All the way up and down the line, nobody offers the faux exit prior to opening of the dance floor. I'm not saying I want to be different. I don't want to be different. I want to be efficient. I want to have the most impact. By the way, everything I ever say on the show is the antithesis is for the antithesis of being lazy. It's for your perfect day. For you to have a perfect day. So if I wanted to be lazy, why would I even have a show? I would even be telling you how to have a perfect wedding. Why would I even be pontificating on this? It wouldn't even make sense. No, my goal is for this wedding of yours to be perfect. No matter how much extra effort it takes. And so in this case, it's no extra effort. We're going to do the faux exit anyway. I'm just telling you, the order matters. The order matters. Intensely matters, right? Because if you can get the faux exit right as soon as you finish the whatever, let's say the toasts, the cake, and before we open the dance, because once I open, people, this is the part that breaks your mind as a coordinator who's never been with a pro, right? It breaks your mind that I'm going to bring so much energy to this dance floor. The idea of breaking it, like you can't even, like, this is what I'm saying. DJs and coordinators, one is playing on a level way above, right? We're talking, have you ever played pool and you think about the next 3 moves, maybe? That's a pro. A pro is thinking about the next 3 or 4 pool hits. I'm going to sink this one, and the white ball is going to go over here. And then I'm going to sink this one, and the white ball is going to go over there. I'm going to sink this one, and the white ball is going to go over there. They're planning 3 moves in advance at minimum. Well, this is what I'm saying. The DJ is thinking 3 moves in advance, and the coordinator is just thinking what's next on the list. Not 2 moves up, maybe. Definitely no more than 2 moves ahead, but they're not understanding what the fallout is for breaking up this amazing thing that's happening on the dance floor, this amazing bonding it just keeps going. 3 minutes turns into 6 minutes, turns to 9, turns to 12. Doesn't have to be a full song. I'm just giving you an example. And the coordinator has no qualms, or they have no mind to what she's doing when she calls for this breakup of energy. Now we're going to do the faux exit. What a party foul. Why don't we just call it that, friends? Why don't we just call it a party foul? But Mark, it was on the list. It was on the bride. It's the bride's fault. The bride verified my timeline. It's not my fault, but it is on you, because you should have thought of it. And this is why we have to have professionals that have done the work for years. They understand when they make mistakes and they correct them. But we have coordinators like DJs that continuously do the same product without ever learning from their, and they don't even see it as a mistake because they've never invested the time to think that, what could I have done better? What could I have made better? How could I have made the event better? They're literally uninvested in that. They're just happy they were paid and they're doing this thing and it's a broken record. Repeat, repeat, rinse, repeat, not getting better, right? Not buying, not investing into a better event. Just repeat, 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 repeat. Never try anything new. And so I'm just telling you, let's get it. Let's figure this out. I guess part of why I make these shows is that I can kind of grab some people by the lapels and say, up your game, man. There are other ways to do things. There are better ways to do things. You do the faux exit right off the top. People are going to be itching and scratching after the faux exit to get on that dance floor and invest their 30 to 45 minutes of time, which they already have in their mind. I'm going to give the bride and groom, I'm going to give them around 30 to 45 minutes of time. Now, here's the weird thing. DJ Mark is going to try to pull them for an hour and a half. They just don't know it yet. And so, by the way, that's what they're expecting. They're expecting, hey, if this DJ kills, I ain't going nowhere because we're already here. We're already here at this farm or whatever. We're already here. Let's kick some butt now. And if he can convince me, DJ Mark can convince me, I'm in to the regular grand exit. And so that's my goal. And everything seems to work perfect that way. But when you do the faux exit in the middle of the dancing or anything, I've had people say we're going to do something. We're going to do cutting of the cake in the middle of after 15 minutes of dancing. Boy, girl, don't make me put you in a headlock. Cutting of the cake when? I'm supposed to call for cutting of the cake when? Right when I open the dance floor within 15 minutes? You don't understand what you are talking about. You are literally just blabbing. No one's listening to you. Well, actually they are, because now you've been put in charge of making the timeline. What are we doing here? Yes, you would do that if you didn't have anybody if you had an MP3 player in the corner. Of course you could do the cake then. Maybe some of you are starting to realize why, Mark, I don't get headaches, but I need to rub these two temples right here. Oh. Do you see? Oh, just relax. Try to relax. You're not wrong, Mark. You just misunderstood. No, I'm not misunderstood. It's funny, isn't it? Isn't it funny? It's not funny because it's not. It's these are repetitions in the world of like a child's playground or something, and we're not doing a child's playground. We're doing adult things. This is an adult thing. I know DJ is fun and it's cute and it's quirky and I'm out there and I'm the muse. I get it, but seriously, I understand I'm the muse and I understand it's funny and quirky, but guess what? Did you know this? The comedian on stage who, like Norm Macdonald, who's the biggest dope in the room, he's actually the most brilliant person in the room. Yeah. The comedian is funny because he's the most brilliant person in the room. Right? The king's muse, right? The jolly joker, right? He's making everybody laugh because he's the smartest dude in the room. He knows how to work both sides. He knows how to, make fun of something while keeping you wanting more, right? And in this case, the DJ, he knows how to be quirky, yet also pull you in, distract you, and let down your inhibitions and totally and 100% rock your freaking world. All with the way that you do it and the way that you move physically, not just the music. The way that you smile, the way that you laugh, the way that you enjoy, the way that you raise your hands, the way that you close your eyes. You're in the moment with the people. That's why I say when somebody wants to put me on stage, I don't want to go on stage. I want to be at the people's level. I want to come out from behind the DJ booth. I want to enjoy the crowd that I'm feeding These are my people. These are my farm animals. and I'm just one of the I mean, I guess I'm one of the squirrels, right? I'm just the squirrel with the hat on, the DJ hat. And they know what's up. They know who's in charge. And not in a bad way. They know who's rocking their world, and they tip their cap every single weekend. So, if I had my way, we would do faux exit before the dance floor opened. And there are nuances to let's not even call it a faux exit. There are nuances to ending early, which you could consider a faux exit. They say, well, we'll try to get them back. And they say, okay, fine. Let's go at people. Let's say, why would you do a faux exit, right? And it's not even on the schedule. Why would you do that? Well, there are times, and I'm doing my thing. There are times. It's the time of the year. There's no X factors in the crowd. Oh yeah, there's X factors, meaning people that are going to show out, and then Mark identifies those people. It could be the person you least expect, and they become the X factor, and all of a sudden everybody seems to be, and this is what you have to know as a DJ, everybody is going up or down depending upon his or her mood. You keep this person fed, this X factor, we're going to go nuts tonight. It's an intricacy thing. It's very intricate and it's nuanced. But my point is sometimes you don't have any of that going on and you just say, yeah, I can see we need to do a faux exit, or in this case, an early leave. But somebody's going to say, well, they're going to think, the bride's going to think in the back of their mind, well, I paid you till another hour, so let's just call it a faux exit and then we'll get everybody back in here. And I'm like, totally fine. You're of course I'm prepaid for the hour. Of course, let's go. So when they tell me that, yeah, we do the faux exit because nobody's on the dance floor or nobody's into it, whatever. Again, I'm still doing my thing. So we do the faux exit and then we come back. I can't tell you how many times, right? And in general, how many times people have thought, the brides and grooms, the coordinators, the photographers are literally hundreds of times they have said to me, well, this, even before the dancing starts, well, this party's not going to last. And I've just got to a point where I'm just looking at them and go, yeah, I guess, whatever. Okay. I never argue with them anymore. I could have made so much money if I was a betting man. I could have made, literally. And I just go, yeah, okay. And then I still do the same thing, the same product, a same thing. Boom, killer. All the way to the end, killer. And nobody said, no, hardly ever do people ever come back and go, oh my God, you blew me away. Why don't they do it? I don't know. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. Just knock on wood, knock on glass, knock on their empty head. I don't know. I used to take it as a challenge. Now I just do my job. It's not a challenge. It's like, okay, well, you can have your opinion. I'm still going to do the thing that I do, which is get everybody going crazy and dancing and having the time of their lives. So you just continue to live in your fantasy world or whatever it is that made you think that. Obviously, why would they think that? Because other DJs have let them down. Constantly, continuously, over and over, other DJs have totally let them down. Why would they say that? Of course they would say that if that's what the case was. This constant letting down. Well, there's a small crowd, so no one's going to dance. Again, this is all before. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And then I just go back to thinking about I don't even again, it just shows. I just look at them and I go, wow. I guess we've never worked together. Do you have a bad memory or something? If we have worked together, you have a bad memory? What's wrong with your memory? Anyway, I know I'm getting off kilter here with the faux exit, but the only reason to do a faux exit, and you can float it, but a lot of the times they're on a set time. You don't want that set. Like, what if the set time was right when that big group, like I told you, and I've got momentum. We've got momentum on the dance floor, and then you want to break it up with the faux exit. Well, sometimes you have to because why did you schedule the faux exit at 8:30? Why did you do that? I can answer it because that's when the photographer's time is up. So you just think, oh, I'm going to be so smart. I'm going to be so fastidious, and I'm going to put the faux exit at 8:25, thinking that you're so smart. Again, it's not the bride. It's always the coordinators who should know better. Again, it's an unregulated business where no one has a degree, no one has business or insurance, and no one has their coordination business on Google. So no one, it's just, you're getting what you're getting and you're paying a fortune, but everybody just keeps doing it because everybody else did it before them and no one's thinking. No one's thinking deeply. I should go to Google and really find the person that's really kicking butt here. So many of the times, the coordinator will say, well, these are my vendors. You have to pick one of them. Same thing with the venues. These are my vendors. You have to pick one of them. And if you want to have this venue, you have to pick one of them. And then here we go. Shenanigans. Just expect it. It's an unregulated business. Expect it. Stop pretending that it's not expected. It is. We're ready for it. It's going to happen. You're going to get shenanigans. Just write it down in the book. You're going to get shenanigans. And obfuscation. There will be obfuscation. Just write it down. There will be obfuscation. Someone will obfuscate tasks that you knew that you agreed upon. And then you, as a person, will just go, oh, at least they got married. Because everybody keeps telling me that, right? This is the thing that they keep saying. Well, at least they got married, Mark. At least they got. That's all we were here for anyway. They did their nuptials. At least they got married. We're professionals. What are you talking about? Oh, somebody please give me a white little handkerchief so I can, not a handkerchief, but a white little glove. You know, the white little gloves. Let's slap you in the face. Okay, that's assault. Don't do that. I'll pretend to slap you in the face. Ah, you sluggard. I feel like Kermit right now. Kermit sips on his iced tea and looks off into the distance and goes, okay. Kermit the Frog here. All right, faux exits. I'm not saying not to do them, okay? I'm not saying not to do them. I'm just saying, what if you had a faux exit that was done with my style early, very early, and then all of a sudden, the photographer still stays to 8:30, but this time, they can just leave whenever they want to leave. The dance party goes back into the building. Everybody gives you that 30 to 45 minutes, which in my case is going to be added because I'm going to push. And by the way, why would I succeed in that pushing? Because I'm going to start throwing in the good stuff at the end, right? That's another thing about the great playlists that are given to me by the bride and groom is because I'm saving, of course, some of the best hits to the end so I can crescendo this event. So yeah. There's nothing wrong with getting it done, getting great photos for that exit, and then getting right back into the dance floor. And therefore, you're going to catch most people. There will be such little people that leave. So there's also a whole thing. I just got to cover it, and then I promise we're at 28 minutes. I promise to get into the show, the regular part of the show, which is the DJ prep for this wedding that I've got coming up. And that is the coordinator who tries every single time consistently, sees a few people getting their coats to leave. We've got an hour left on the docket, and she convinces the bride, we're not doing a faux exit. We need to end now. We need to end now. Consistently types out a coordination order of events, a timeline for everyone, approval by the bride and groom, and then consistently the same coordinator every single time consistently sees a few people grab their coats, and says, panic, panic. We need to end now. We've got to end it now. We've got to do the grand exit now. And without me in the little group chat that they're having way over there in the corner, she acquiesces and she says, okay, fine, let's do the grand exit. And so the coordinator just bustles over to me and goes, oh, we're going to do the grand exit. Well, guess what? What are you doing? This was just an ebb and a flow. It's called an ebb and a flow. We were going to do some more dancing. So one or two or three couples left. This place is full of people. They're just taking a break. It's called the ebb and the flow. The ebb before the flow. But every single time, here we go with, what would you call henny penny? The sky is falling down. Henny penny. We've got to do an exit. We've got to do the final now, which in essence is a faux exit, but it's because the faux exit, you lose people at the end of the night, right? Or not the end, but it's still like, oh, and then all the work I've done, right? All the work I've done to not only procure this dance floor playlist, but also save the best to last. All those songs are still unplayed. And we have Henny Penny running around like a chicken with her head cut off, telling us and telling everybody and trying to convince you that we need to end right now. And a few times we've had a bride push back and say, no, we're not leaving. We're not leaving. I'm here till 10 o'clock. We're not leaving. Stop doing the henny penny thing. Stop. The sky is not falling down. And guess what happens every single time? Epic party ensues. Because they're ebbing and they're flowing. There's an ebb and there's a flow. There's a give and there's a take. There's taking a break. It's called taking a break. It goes talk. You can't, what do you expect people to do? Jazzercise for 2 hours, 2.5 hours? But again, who is this person? As part of the venue package, we have a coordinator. You're already paying for her. And now this person is making the biggest decisions for your day. Pat yourself on the back. Don't do a slow clap. Pat yourself on the back for not asking questions and pushing back. And I'm speaking on behalf of the great coordinators out there. You didn't get booked this day because of this nonsense. You didn't get booked because of this nonsense. Go ahead, pat yourself. I'm kind of sort of talking to the buyer. The buyer who accepted that deal. Pat yourself on the back. You shouldn't have accepted that deal. Sure, you can get the venue, but you just have to push back and say, no, I've got this great coordinator who I know is nothing but money. I've got this great, I realize you have your own DJs, but I've got this great DJ who's literally 11 straight years plus number one on Google. I'm going to use him. I really appreciate you have your own list and all of this preferred vendor, but I did some vetting on your preferred vendors list. Many of them don't even have a Google account set up as a business to show whether people like them or not. They don't have much video on the internet. It's just clearly their side hustle on the weekends. They don't have, they don't have business insurance. I've asked. They don't have business, like actual, not just health insurance or home insurance, which somehow is covered with. No, your home insurance doesn't cover your business, okay? Doesn't work that way, okay? You got to have special business insurance. All these little things they don't have an actual business license down at the courthouse. All these things matter. And we have customers who just go along because they're so excited to get married. And yes, they're being taken advantage of because you're in a state of love. And you stop thinking with your rational brain. Your rational brain would say, whoa. Seriously, your rational brain would go, whoa. Don't do that. Let's do a little research. Can we do a little recon here on these preferred vendors? Can we do a little recon here that the preferred coordinator who will be in charge of mine literally doesn't have a business set up at all. They're just working for the vendor. Or the venue, excuse me. Or the fact that This coordinator is a part of a branch of other coordinators, like in a group, a hub of coordinators. And this particular coordinator doesn't have anything. They're just working for the other coordinator who has a little presence on the internet, a little presence on Google, and a tiny. So I'm supposed to be happy that I'm with somebody who's completely unknown. And when you search their name on Facebook search bar, by the way, or these people, they're not like this. They're not in it to win it, like a DJ Mark or somebody else. Like the people that are in it to win it. They've got a full-fledged effort. Incredible effort website, an actual.com. I say some of these things and I go, I can't even believe I have to say it. I can't even believe I have to say, does your vendors have a website? Do I have to say that out loud? Does your vendors have a website? No, and that's okay with you? That's okay with you? You're cool with that? What's going on here? I don't know. Someone please give me a Xanax. I don't use Xanax. I'm just saying. How about this? Some black coffee that you just made. 8 o'clock coffee. It's not as hot as it used to be, but DJ Mark doesn't care. I actually love cold coffee. Okay. Make it black though. Okay. Coffee black. All right, friends. I am finished with the preamble to my show. And of course, today was about faux exits. I'm sure, faux exits and early leave time. And of course, more behind the scenes nonsense from this amazing wedding industry. But your boy's trying to clean it up. Okay. DJ Mark here. Let's get it going. All right. It's time to break down. I went over as usual, but it usually lasts. Actually, I'm starting to realize it usually lasts around 35 minutes. There's my preamble. Hope you enjoyed it. It's time to probably talk a little bit less. I'll be talking a little bit less now. But still I'll be doing some prep. Okay. Just so you know, I went live yesterday and I prepped this Sunday's wedding. It is all completed. Today we're going to be doing the wedding for next Thursday. And so here it is. You guys have not seen this. This is the brand new thing. What you're looking at on the screen here, the top screen, is of course my DJ computer ready to go. I haven't loaded anything. I just opened it up and turned it on. In the middle screen, you see another computer, and this is the computer that's going to do all of the typing and stuff. And I'll be printing this out. You can see that there's highlighted words and different colors, and it's all been formatted. Guess who did all that formatting? That's me, because I have this thing called the Digital DJ Planner. It is a amazing tool that I use called the Digital DJ Planner, and it allows for the bride to give me all kinds of information. And then what I've done here is phase one. I have copied and pasted. I don't put that as part of this online thing. I've already done it prior to this moment. And so I've already copied and pasted the entire DJ Planner, digital DJ Planner, onto this doc, Google Doc, and now we're going to dig in. And I've formatted it as well. All right, so here we go. First of all, we're looking at the ceremony. We're going to go ceremony, cocktail hour, dinner, fast dancing. That's the four things we're going to do right now. We're going to prep the music. That's what we're going to do. And while I'm prepping, you get to discover what it's like to have expert wedding prep from your DJ. I know, a novel idea, just a crazy novel idea that a DJ would be prepped this heavily prior to the wedding. Okay. So she's got a YouTube playlist. So here's what we're going to do. I've got my little iPod. I use a tiny iPod for my ceremony. So this one, let me double check the date. All right. This one's going to be on 8/13. So I'm going to just click right here and I'm just going to push Control N. It opened up a new playlist. There it is. And I'm going to put 8/13/26. All right, and there it is. It's an empty thing there. And I am going to now, I'm almost positive I already have this first song. Let me just go, before I go to the YouTube playlist, let's just go ahead and get the pre-processional, processional, recessional, and postlude. Again, I I literally haven't even looked at this. I just formatted it. So I don't know what's going on. If I need to go to YouTube and download it, I will. Probably don't need to. Let's go to songs because I'm pretty sure this first one, I just used it. Sand Drawing by Judah Earl. I have indeed. You know, it's so weird. Some of these songs I've never even heard of, and I just assume that no one else has. But then the next bride, the very next week, happens to use it. So let's take a look and see that it's there. I like to view it as songs. Let's put it in song format. And there it is. The first, it's the pre-processional song. It has been loaded onto the iPod. Let's go to the processional. God Knew I Needed You by Michael Leah. Now, or maybe it's Michelle. Let's actually go to my top computer and search it. God Knew. I do not have that song. You can see I only have Parma Lee. God Knew Better. That's all I have. So we are now going to download this song. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to change the color. There's a reason for this. There's the color. I am going to a brand new window, and I'm going to put in for YouTube. Here comes the YouTubes. Here comes the YouTubes. How are we doing out there? I should always do this. Have you liked the channel? Is anybody? I should say this. Have you clicked subscribe? Have you commented? You don't have to comment. Have you commented? So funny. All right, here we go. It's misspelled. So it is Michelle Leah. Maybe. Anyway. All right. Looks like I usually don't like to download the video. I like to do the audio, but I'm going to go ahead and download this one. It will not play audio. Don't worry. Oh, it did. Stop. I just muted myself because I thought I had that fixed. Let's go fix it now, Mark. Yeah, okay. Now it's back. We cannot be having copyright strikes here, okay? Let's copy that URL. Let's go to YouTube Downloader. This is some stuff I was working on a minute ago for the last wedding that I did download. Just in case you guys want to follow up, she wanted jazzy Christian music, like jazzy Christian music. By the way, it was not easy, and I'll show you. It was not easy. But I found this band called Denver and the Mile High Orchestra. If anybody is interested in jazzy Christian music, please go check out Denver and the Mile High Orchestra. And I'm telling you, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And if it's on Spotify, which I did not check, you're going to want to put it as a preferred playlist. I'm telling you, jazzy Christian songs, old school and new, is hot, bro. Like, and sis, hot sis. All right, let's download this bad boy. All right, we'll put that in the background and we will go back to the page. So we're going to download that now. We're going to go to Edit James at Last. By the way, we have this. We've already edited this. So let's go find it. We're going to go to the main thing and we're going to go At Last. Do you see intro edit there? So I already have, oh, okay, there it is. And we're going to drop it right here. Right here. So we're going to go back and check a look. And there it is. At Last. Let's get I Got a Feeling. I've got a feeling. Now, I Feel Good is on there, but that's okay. We're right here. We've got it plugged in. Let's go. Got a feeling, Black Eyed Peas. Oh, it's a recessional edit. Oh, cool. There's a whole thing. I've actually got the thing right there. That's pretty cool. So anyway, let's go back to this and let's just drag it in there. It says edit recess. I could do the regular song. Let's just do the regular song. It's okay. It's not the recessional. It's the postlude. So we're just going to drag this one in there, and there it is. Okay. So I've got 3 of the songs. The 4th one I've downloaded and it's downloading right now. Let's take a look and see if it's finished. Yeah, it's finished. And so let me just make sure because, okay, I'm just going to delete some of the wording here. Unimportant. Oh, all right. And it's spelled right. We'll worry about that later. I cannot drag it just yet. There's reasons for that. And of course, I say that all the time so far, but there's reasons for everything that I'm doing. But anyway, let's get to the YouTube playlist. It's right here. I have not looked at any of this, so this is going to be fun. Okay, these songs, not many, are for the ceremony prelude, 30 to 40 minutes long. See, she's so good. Look at Mia Lopez. That's her maiden name. DJ Mark asked for 4 playlists. I need prelude music of the ceremony, 30 to 40 minutes. I need dinner, cocktail hour, an hour, really an hour and 15, no longer. An hour and 15. It's really supposed to be a 45-minute cocktail hour, but I'll take an hour and 15 cocktail hour playlist. I need an hour and 15 dinner playlist, and I need maybe a 2.5 hour dancing playlist. In this case, Mia got me 2 playlists, one for ceremony prelude and one for the dancing. And we'll take a look at the cocktail and dinner in just a minute. So here we go. I'm pretty sure I don't have these on my iPod, so that's why I'm not searching the iTunes search bar. I'm going to actually go to my external hard drive because I'm almost positive I do not have Silverado for sale on my iPod. So but now I'm going to my external hard drive to see if it's there. Silverado. I got to tell you. There it is. There it is. I'm not a Silverado fan, only because I probably haven't driven one. Let's drop that right at the top here. Cover Me Up. Notice that's the same person, right? So when I'll get to editing, I'll get to getting this order. I don't like to have the same back-to-back artists. So, but if this is all Morgan, then we'll just do that. Then I've got 20 cigs. I do not smoke. Do you? I do not smoke. I've never smoked cigarettes. I always have to say cigarettes. And I'm really proud of that, actually. Lately, I saw this little video that said that it's a psyop to say it's hard to quit cigarettes. That's actually a psyop. So you won't quit. Like it's like not to say that it's not addictive and all that, but that's part of the psyop to make it sound like it's so hard. Do you believe in that or no? What do you think? You tell me what you think. Feathered Indians. By Tyler. There it is. So now this is going to offset the Morgan Wallen a little bit. Starting Over, Chris Stapleton. Let's see if I have it on the top one. I do have it, and there it is. We'll do we'll do another Morgan, and then, okay. So then we have Chris Stapleton, Think I'm in Love with You. I do have it. There it is. And it's called Think I'm in Love with You. Chris Stapleton. Looks like Jessica Simpson has a song with that exact deal. And we're just going to grab this one after the Morgan song. So we have a Morgan, Tyler, Morgan, Chris, Morgan, Chris. If that's the way it's going to be, you just have to do that. It makes more sense that way. And here's another Morgan. Summers. 7 Summers. Yeah, there it is. So obviously we've got a lot of Morgans. That's good. 7 Summers. And then we have Joy of My Life. I'm not sure, but I think no. Chris, not Morgan. Okay, and then we have Loving You on My Mind by Chris. I should look it up. We do have it. Loving You on My Mind by Chris. There it is. And there it is. And then we'll worry about the order in just a minute. Ooh, Teddy Swims. I love this song. Hello. Lose Control. Come on, Teddy Swims. Oh, the Village Sessions. It's actually interesting. I think there might be 2 versions on this, but anyway. Let's see if we have the Village Sessions. I think mine's better anyway. What is it again? I just have the one. And it'll be fine. It's just prelude music. It's not the end of the world. And that's Teddy Swims. And then, of course, All Yorn. I got to tell you, I had to go and edit. See how it says better right here? I had to go edit this song because it had a beat drop. And I was like, what in the world? Where did that come from? So I opened up my, one day. That's the end of it, by the way. I opened up my music production studio and I actually created a better edit. So here we go. Just so you understand what's going on here. These last 3 are songs for the actual wedding. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Test, Control All, and just remove from this playlist. I'm going to go back here. It looks, it's pretty good. So let's go and make sure that we have 11 songs that I like. Again, you're looking at a master here, going into Test. Now we're going to go to Test, and we're going to see that it's 41 minutes. So she was right. 41 minutes, 11 songs. So we're going back there. And so that's what I use that for. So we have, again, everybody listen. Morgan, Tyler, Morgan, Chris, Morgan, Teddy, Morgan. I thought I just moved Teddy. Okay, timeout. Morgan, Tyler, Morgan, Chris, Morgan. Right under 5 should be Teddy. Teddy. Morgan, not Chris. We got Chris, Chris, Chris. There we go. So right under 7. So Tyler. And then Chris, Chris, Chris. Got it. But I like Joy of My Life, so let's bring it up. And those 2 are fine. So again, Morgan, Tyler, Morgan, Chris, Morgan, Teddy, Morgan, Tyler, Chris, Chris, Chris. That way it's whatever. These are overage songs anyway. These last 2 are overage past the 30-minute mark. Hopefully we start on time, right? And then I have the three, Sand Drawing, At Last, and Got a Feeling. But remember, I still got to get one song. So let's move back over here. And by the way, bye-bye. We are done with those. Let's double check. 11 songs. So there it is. I've got it. We're exiting out of that and we're going. That's extra. Okay, so we're going right here. And all we need to do now, so we're done with the YouTube playlists. And I'm going to no color that one. Okay, no color on that. So I'm done. But we need to get this one right here. I'll go ahead and do this one too. No color on the last song. So in between sandwich, we got to get God Knew. God Knew I Needed You by this Leah girl. Now then, because this is important to finish, I am going to show you how to do it. Now we're done. So I'm just talking out loud. So here we go. Going back to the main thing. All music needs backup, needs backup. And now I'm going to show you why I never moved it over. So here it is. Oh my gosh, it's Miss God Knew. That's not the song. God Knew I Needed You, wasn't it? No, it's called God Knew. It's called God Knew. So it was just so we always need to make sure that it is spelled everything is right. So it's actually God Knew by I guess it's Macaulay. Michal. Okay, stop trying, Mark. It's over. Enjoy it. It's over. So now we're going to copy, Control C, not cut, and we're going to paste it into this. Paste it. There it is. And now that it's been pasted, and okay, we're going to now bring it up, and there it is. Let's open this. Well, actually, first let's go here, and it's right after Sand Drawing and before At Last. Let's pull it down right after Sand Drawing and before At Last. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm finished with the ceremony. What I'm going to do now is go into this little thing right here. I'm going to go over here to music, and I'm going to go ahead and click this box as well. Because remember, I still have a wedding I have to do, so I can't be deleting that one. So let's apply. And it is now syncing. So it will be finished syncing in just a moment, and I am finished. Let's move on to right here. Now, you see this right here? Latino for cocktail, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, blank, right? Let's go ahead and prep that. Blank means she didn't give me a playlist for the cocktail. She did not give me a playlist for the dinner. Let's make it happen right now. Another sip of coffee. Let's make it happen. Latino, what does she mean by that? What do you think she means by that? I can't play songs for you on this, but I want to show you something. Take a look at the top screen when I push Latino. Check it out. I have a dance, and then I have a general. This right here has never let me down. But look how long it is. It just goes on and on and on. But I think it means exactly what I think it means. It means dinner, basically. When I say general, it means it's not really a dance song, but it's a general dance Latino song. So what you want to do here is you want to look for the BPM that's under probably 90. So these right here, even though, like I said, I can't let you listen to them, anything that's under 90. So let's actually go ahead and sort for BPM. And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna do something real quick. I have to go back. Sorry, I have to go back to this one. And this is the old all this is old wedding stuff. So let's take it. And this is some good stuff, I got to tell you. I remember this playlist a couple weeks ago. It really, really was awesome. I mean, this girl was calling my name. I had to do a lot of downloading to play these songs because they were like B-sides. And I was like, this girl's been on Spotify. Give it up now. You've been on Spotify. Ain't no shame in your game. So I'm going to go back to Latino General. And even though I haven't listened to them, it doesn't matter at this moment. At this exact moment, what matters is that I just throw them into a folder, and I'll kind of listen to them later on the day of the wedding. I'm actually going to go all the way down and go up to 120. Again, I'm not. It's okay. It's 120 is fast. Okay, but I highlighted every one of those, and I'm gonna bring it into the reception cocktail folder. I don't want anything fast, but I want it to be fun. Later, and you can see they're here, right? You can see everybody can see they're here, correct? They're here. Later, I will listen to them, but trust me, I may not use all those. I do not speak Spanish, although I am some Hispanic. By the way, it says stream duration limit exceeded. So I'm going to continue without Instagram. Bye, Instagram. I always forget because I don't have like a thing to tell me. So I'm also going to do, I think I'm going to do this. Oh, I guess I'm not. Okay, fine. It's going to keep recording on my hard drive. No big deal. I will keep in mind we're off Instagram, but I will that same hour I will be editing. It's easy to do, and then I'll upload it to TikTok. But everything is going to be findable on my YouTube page. Easy to find. From my website, you can easily find any of these links, I should say. Okay, so does everybody see what I just did there? I just loaded up a lot of slower songs for dinner, but they're all Hispanic. Now, back to the thing. She also says 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I can assume that could be a mix of Latino and American music. But I will read the crowd live and figure this out. So right now, I'm going to leave it as is. I think here's what I could do. Remember these are place setters. I'm going to take one of the place setters and I'm going to just put it right here. So now everything in between the green, right? Boy, that Mark Anthony song, it's a killer. That's why I have that in red. But anyway, and now I'm going to go to, yeah, again, it's too much right now, but I have a huge dinner folder, which has tons of cool stuff like 90s and like you said, 80s, 70s, and 60s. I will go through there and I'll work that out on the day of. It's not necessary to do it right now. Long story short is I've finished the cocktail hour prep. So again, the cocktail hour, obviously right now it's just Latino cocktail hour songs. But again, I'm so quick at it. I can add American 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s just like that. Just like taking candy from a baby. Again, because I have a folder with absolute perfect cocktail hour songs. So again, I can do that on the prep. Mostly I'm not prepping it right now because it's just too easy. And I might change my mind. I might change my mind on what I want to do. So now we're going to do easy listening for the dinner. So let's go over here and take a look at the dinner folder. It's empty. Now, when it comes to easy listening, oh my gosh, this is so easy, right? I will again go to my dinner folder and I will pick easy listening. So that actually does answer the question of what I'm going to do. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Because of that, I am going to leave the cocktail hour 100% Latino. And then switch it to easy listening? Why would I do that? Because again, I need you guys to understand, please understand this, brides. It's so much better. Again, every single thing that I say is to help you, is to help make it epic. So imagine having cocktail hour and dinner. That's 2 hours plus 2:15. Imagine having cocktail hour and dinner, the same exact vibe. I like to mix it up. I think it's important to mix it up. So one vibe would be for cocktail and everybody can feel it. The next vibe would be for dinner and everybody knows it's a transition. It's a roller coaster ride, right? It's not the same ride for the for the 2 hours. It's not the same exact. Oh, everybody knows what's happening next. Now he's going to play another Latino song. Now we're going back to 60s or now we're going back to 80s. It's a new ride. So she wants cocktail hour to be Latino. Let's do it. She wants easy listen for dinner. Let's do that. And now everybody understands that I am, without saying a word, by the way, without saying a word, this is the great chess master / DJ player, you know, pro DJ, master DJ. This is how we're doing it. We're taking you on a ride, an actual ride, a fun, enjoyable time that you can go and, man, this is cool. All these cool songs that I recognize that are Latino. Now you feed that beast, right? And by the way, Latino feeds Americans like crazy, right? But then we move it back. We've done enough of that for now. But then what happens at the beginning of the dance floor? We've had an entire hour of dinner without Latino. Now we bring back in the Latino to start out the dancing. People lose their minds. But it's actual Latino dance instead of general music. It's Latino dance music. Throw some of that Mark Anthony on. Shoot, I might do that actually. Okay, friends, and I don't need to prep it. It's so easy to go through this playlist and just pick out some dinner songs. I literally can do it, but it's too long to load the entire list. I've got so many different genres within this one folder, so I'm just not going to use the whole. By the way, that's another thing. Take a deep breath here, folks. If your DJ is just loading the same exact dinner playlist that he used last weekend, Houston, we have a problem. Brides, we have a problem. I have never played the same playlist twice. Never happened. Doesn't work that way. It's goofy, it's stupid, it's weird, it's lazy, especially when you have a DJ that asks so many interesting questions like, what do you want? Give me a playlist. What songs do you like? What are the genres, right? And then I can actually, instead of be sitting there listening to the same playlist and it's boring, I can actually spice it up and be like, hey, I know some 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s Latino because I did some research on Google. And I downloaded some stuff. I'll probably do that later if I need to. But I've went already. So I've had so many mixed weddings with Latinos, right? And again, I'm Latino. My mother's Hispanic. She was raised in Falfurrias, Texas, right there on the border. I don't know what that says about how they got there, but maybe they did kind of cross the border. Who knows? I don't know. I really don't know. But my mother's maiden name is Garza, so that's where you get. But I'm also 6'7". By the way, can we set something straight? I got to pull over just a second and take a little break. Can I set something straight? Let's talk about 6'7" for a minute. I have been so disappointed in myself. And I'll tell you why. By the way, I'm sitting here on the beach, everyone. See, look at that. I'm sitting there on the beach. Okay. I'm not really. I'm in a green screen, but it feels like a beach when you talk about DJ Mark. I am not kidding you guys. You're going to love this. I have been telling everyone I am 6'7" ever since I quit college basketball. And since then, and especially the last 2 or 3 months, everybody listen now. I have been running into these people who say they're 6'7", and I am looking at their forehead. No joke. With just regular shoes on, probably half an inch, but they've got shoes on too. Over and over and over. One guy said he was 6'8", and I was still looking at his forehead. To the point where I started to question myself. Guess what happened this week? I went into the doctor's office. There is absolutely no carpet, straight on the floor, hard floor. Here comes my kitty. And I got measured barefoot, right? I am legitimately perfectly right on the money, 6'7". So, yeah, anybody wants to measure up and try to say that I'm taller than 6'7", it's not going to happen anymore. And so now it validates my business card and all my business advertising when I keep telling everybody I'm 6'7". All right, folks, I got to let this cat out. I'll be right back. I'm literally right here by the door. Hi, buddy. His name's not Buddy. His name is Thomas. Thomas. Time to go out, Thomas. Let's go, Thomas. No. Oh my gosh. I think I know what it is. I know what it is. He's hungry, but guess what? I'm not finished with my live show, so I can't go feed him. So anyway, he'll get fed. Don't worry. All right, friends. We're back at it. Go on out there. You could probably catch a mouse. He hasn't caught a mouse in probably months. He caught a rabbit, a little rabbit. It wasn't pretty, but anyway. That's what they do. Go on out there. Go on out there. You know you want to. All right, friends. So I am finished with cocktail hour, and I'm finished with dinner because I'm telling you, it's literally a 5-minute, and it's so boring, and it's easy listening. So now we're going to move on to grand entrance. Let's move up here to grand entrance. I'm using 2 reception for this because I'm already have a wedding this Sunday, and of course I use 1 reception for that. 1 reception, you can see the numbers right here, okay? But I'm using 2. So let's start right here. Interesting. I'm not sure why that's there. Give me a second, everybody. So interesting. Oh, that's why. I have to reset it. I was really questioning myself there. Okay, here we go. What's this? It's doing it to me again. I'm not happy with this. Hang on a second. Give me just 1 second to figure this out. I'm not sure, but it's easy to fix. It's hard to explain what I'm. See, it's moving. Who keeps doing that? Oh gosh. Why does it keep doing that? I didn't do that. Why does it keep doing that? That's so weird. Why does it keep doing that? But it's not doing it right now. I'm trying to delete. Oh, it did it again. Oh my, this is not good. This is not good. I don't like this. It better stop. For real. I can't have this. I've been deleting stuff. Why is it? There's stuff still there. Let me go back to this and make sure we're still good here. Yeah, we're good. It's still messed up again. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say anymore. Gosh. Let me just check something. It should be forever, right? Yeah, forever Chris Brown. I was like, what is going on? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, who knows? But I do know one thing. This is supposed to be right there. Okay, and this is supposed to be right there. It better not do that again. I'm going to push out of it. I'm pushing back. There it is. Okay. All right. First song. We Dem Boys. We Dem Boy with a Z. Wiz Khalifa. Next song. This is that was for the groomsmen. Holla Back Girls. Holla She wants it clean or dirty? Let's see. We're going to scroll down. How savage do you want this wedding? Play explicit versions. Dirty, baby. Let's go. Okay, there it is. Weed and Boys is right here. Den Hollaback Girl did it right there. Then Enter Sandman Metallica. Love it. You can see here I have a spot here where I got it ready to play. I will double check this, of course, later. But anyway, Enter Sandman is the third song. Now then, First Dance. Tyler, Space and Time. It looks like I've never played it, but it's about to be played. Right here. I'll go ahead and put it in line. Why not? I'm excited about it. So those are done. Dreams is next. Fly Me to the Moon, Frank. Ah, what did I tell you, Mark Anthony? Vivir mi vida. There it is. She wants it as a Father of the Bride song. Let's go check it out. There it is. And then Tiny Dancer, of course. Elton. This will be an abbreviated. It's a long one, so we're going to abbreviate that one. Okay. And then we have some stuff down here. None of this is going to be put into this folder, so I'm going to skip that. Hot in Here Nelly is going to be Garter. I do have an edited version, so we're going to pop that one on. Sexy Back is the catch, meaning garter catch. There's a removal, and then there's a catch. And then there was supposed to be a toss, but she opted out of that, I guess. Frank Sinatra is next. You can see it right here. Love and Marriage. And then we have Sparkler. So I'm going to throw on some Katie. Right, Love and Marriage. Katie. And then Lil Wayne, No Worries. It's clean, but that's okay. It's the only one I have. And there it is. Let's now move right here to this. Take a look at what's in here. I've already figured all this out. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Oh, I wanted to play that the other day. You're So Vain by Carly Simon. But I was waiting for the crowd, and they just would not. It would have just been dumb. What the vibe was totally wrong. If I got the crowd going, but I just couldn't get them going. Whatever it was, and I wanted to play that song, but it wasn't working for what I felt with the energy. Fergalicious right here is going to be that one. That one's, by the way, for the girls. I like to have the energy song that the bride likes for the bridesmaids and all the girls to come out to, and then she kind of helps me get them going. But it's just one song. Looks like I do not have this one. Sure thing. I have Miguel. So I have to go find this one. First, I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to change the color because it has to be a certain color for me to understand what it is. I'm going to this one. Here we go. Sure thing, Lil Wayne. Probably the dirty version. Sorry for the wait. Interesting. Is that what that is? Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Sure thing, sorry for the wait. Okay. I guess that's what that is. Let's go ahead and grab it. Fair enough. Okay, so now we're going back. We're going back. And so I need to get that. Obviously, so now we have wobble and Cupid, flex. We're going to throw that in here. I'm going to get this organized. Just give me a second. And flex. Okay, so in between is where, that's why I have these placeholders, the purple placeholders. It's because those are the ones that are special. Of course, I'll add Sure Thing Little Wayne as soon as possible. So now then, guess what? I am now going to start unhighlighting things so I'm not confused. Okay. Unhighlight. I'm going to leave those highlighted because I just don't, I want to make sure I put it in the correct order when I do get the song on the correct hard drive. And so now we have this. This is already in order. Remember when I put it in order? We have this already in order. And of course, that was the other thing. So everything is done as far as music except for this YouTube playlist. And of course, this song that I need to that is downloading right now and converting. Let's go to the YouTube playlist and let's download some songs. Or in this case, 62 songs. It's actually a lot faster than it sounds. And now I'm going to get them into this folder right here. You ready? I probably have most of these, but if I don't, I guess I'll go get them. Here we go. Ready? Rob Stone. Chill, Bill. Let's do the remix. It's clean. Sorry, it just is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. Lil Wayne. And Lollipop. It looks like this one might be the regular version, the non-clean. So I'm going to throw that in. Travis Scott. Goosebumps. Looks like I've got all clean stuff. I'm going to throw that over here, but I'm also going to throw in, this says remix. No, this would be the one. Just because I'm interested in seeing what that is. I may listen to it. Obviously, I will listen to it on the day of. Let's do the next one, which is Come Get Her. Somebody come get her. Somebody come get her, Ray. We're going to do Caroline. I can see here that this one doesn't say the word clean, so I'm going to drop it in there. T. Wayne. Nasty Freestyle. Hang on. Walked in. Who is this? Porter. That's it. Bushi. Street Money Bushi. To you, DJ Mark. Don't ya, Pussycat Dolls. There's a lot of, hold on. With Busta Rhymes, which one should I use? Lil Jon remix. Oh, wow, there's all kinds. She doesn't have any versions. I've got Blondish. Simlish version. I'm gonna go with the very first one. I think Busta's in every one of them, so we're going with that one. Okay, got lots of versions there, don't I? Rich Homie Quan. Sorry. Type of way. I do have the clean version. Mac Miller. If anybody's wondering about this type of thing and why I give so like it's unnatural to not give your bride full potentially full control of your dance floor songs. I think it's unnatural. So for a lot of DJs out there that might be watching this going, you're loading up all these songs, but I've already got my set list. And of course that set list they've perfected. It's just repeating it every single gig. Imagine having a set list and it's just repeating it every single gig. You're just repeating the same set list. And so it's the same party every single time. Is that really what you want? I don't think so. I think it's strange. I think it's weird, but you do you. All right, friends. Okay, so we're on Cinderella. Here it is. Let's go right here. It's clean. It is clean. Can't help it. I download a clean version, so that's what it is. Young Thug. Thief. Thief. I do not have it. So, you know what's cool about this? All I got to do is open it up. I literally just push Control, click, and it opens up in another window. I'm actually going to download it later. A Millie. A Millie remix. And a Millie. I'm actually going to load both. It's been a while since I've listened to both, so I'll listen to it live on the night of. Let's get to Freak No More. Freak No More. Migos. Sorry. I just gotta laugh. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you going to you're going to stop a person from becoming a freak? Bands make bands. Bands that make her dance. We know that's the right title. It's got to be right. Stop doing that. Bands. I don't have that one. What's wrong with me? I don't have that one. Control, pick it up. I'm picking it up now, so don't worry about it. I'm literally going to pick it up right now. Freak hoe, like, garden hoe. Speaker knockers. Kodak Black. No flocking freestyle? You gotta be kidding. I have that, but I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna open it up and listen to it later because I would think my version is just as good. But anyway, Love Sosa. Got the instrumental, but we're looking for Chief Keef. Yeah, it's Chief Keef. Yeah, that's it. Pulling it in. See, this is what we do now. We prep to make sure that it's in the right folder so we can quickly get to it. But we're also prepping so it's just so much quicker that we can make decisions on the fly and in real time make this party hum. Come on. Nebuchadnezzar gassed up like Nebuchadnezzar. The king Nebuchadnezzar. Oh, somebody went to church. Somebody went to church. That's literally what happened. Somebody went to church. Can I get a funny? That was funny, Mark. Dap you up. No, I ain't gonna dap you up. Why would I dap you up? All right, they don't have that. I'm opening it into a new window. I'm gonna download all this later. It's just we'll do it live because I gotta finish before I get off this. This is just so a little nuance here. From the D. The reason I do this until I'm done is because I want to finish. And being live on this internet makes me finish. Data 1K, are you ready? Data 1K? Who's listening to this? Come on, man. Who's listening to this? Data 1K. I guess somebody. Who's listening to this? Who's listening to this? It's your wedding. You know what I'm saying? And I need you to have a good time. Hold on. Wild boy. All right, this is the one. It's your wedding. So you know what? That's okay. That's why I laugh. It's okay. Gun Kelly. Blaze. Oh, don't have it. Blaze up. Blaze up. Machine Gun Kelly. Blaze. Here we go. Wayne. Lil Wayne. Tunette. Tune. Oh, it says Tune Cheese. Tune Cheese back. Don't have it. I had no idea Lil Wayne had so many songs. Good Lord. Wayne. So he's got Tune Cheese back and he's got Tune Cheese rolling. Y'all don't even know. This is just driving me. It's so fun. I got to download them all. Blunt. Blowing. Lil Wayne. Carter. What's up, Carter? What's this one called? Something, probably Carter 5. Lil Wayne. The Carter 4. Y'all some tripping fools. Okay. Steady. Mobbing. We mobbing up in here with Young Money. Young Dolph. Shots. Got it. We're going to go through every one of these. Don't you worry. We're going to get them, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. Young Dolph. Preach. Got it, baby. You didn't know I had it. Well, I have it. I don't have a lot of these, so let's be fair. I know I have this one. Drank them swimming pools. Don't be drinking the swimming pool water. What's wrong with you? Kendrick. Wiz, black and yellow. Tyga. Tyga. Faded. It's clean. Lil Wayne, no worries. Clean. Kesha Blow. Rihanna, Disturbia. If you saw my show yesterday, you could hear the part where I talked about Rihanna and her club music is the person in the corner crying. It totally reminds me of somebody in the club crying. You're in the club, you're dressed up, but the mascara is running down your eyes, and the background song is Rihanna. Guaranteed, baby. Guaranteed. Every time. True story, man. Timberland, way I are. There it is. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Hold on. I'm going to throw this in there too, just in case it's not the same one. Telephone, Lady Gaga. I got lots of these. These are all different dance mixes. That doesn't mean it's a good thing, but I don't ever play them. That's interesting. I'm assuming. Oh gosh, who knows? I'm gonna throw this top one in. I don't think this is it, but it's got Beyonce. Good Lord, I'll have to do some live mixing on this one. Lady Gaga, Poker Face. Hang on, switching hats. It's getting a little warm in here. And I'll tell you why. Hang on. I'll tell you why. The door was open. Lady Gaga and Poker. Katy Perry. Dark Horse. Interesting. There's a Gold House remix and there's a Dark Horse. I'm throwing them both in there. I'll decide on the night of. With Juicy J. Don't forget Juicy J. That's a good song, actually, Travis. Travis Scott, Highest in the Room. That one doesn't, it looks a remix, but it doesn't look clean. So Y2K. La la la. Soldier Boy, Tell 'em. Soldier Boy, crank it. I got this new dance for y'all. Smack that. Do you want to smack that? Maybe. I just have to decide later. It all depends. It really does. Mask Off remix featuring Kendrick Lamar. Mike Posner. Cooler Than Me. It's a strange song. I don't really like it myself, but it's on here. And then System of a Down, Chop Suey. Speaking my language over here. I just love that song. It's wild. The musicality of it. Oh, we finally get some Hispanic. So I'm going to have to get into this folder, Bad Bunny, and I will have to separate these so I can make sure that we're on top of it with the Hispanic and the Latino. Okay? Got to do that. Is that EO? It is. It is. That one says clean. Let's go in with that one. Gasolina. The remix. Elvis Suavemente. The greatest Latino song ever. Period. Prince Royce. Corazon Sin Cara. Probably slow dance, maybe. Me Likey. Oz. Ozuna. Dill. Katie Me. Got it. Looks like I've never played it, but I have it. El Cantante. Hector. Ooh, not Hector. I have it, but it's not Hector. So, guess what? We're going to go download this one. Luda, Chick Bad. My Chick Bad. Apparently, I've never heard that song before in my life. Nikki, Feeling Myself. By the way, yeah, I'll have all these. Nice. Featuring Beyonce. Yep, it's on there. Trey. Bottoms Up. Pop Star. Grease. No, Pop Star. So this is interesting. I am going to throw this in there, but I'm also going to put this remix just to listen to it on the night of. They may be digging, they really may be digging the remixes. And if they are, I'll push more remixes. It's usually a night of thing. One time I was playing some remixes and I just thought people love remixes. And the bridesmaid comes up and says, she doesn't want all those remixes you're playing. I was like, oops. It says super, super clean. Just going to go with this one. They're all the same, super, super clean. And then Peppa's Faruko. And again, the David Guetta is the one to get. I'm just telling you. Not the radio version. I think the David Guetta. And then Daddy Yankee, guys. I think this is a double. I thought I already put this in there. I swear I put that in there already. Doesn't matter. Now then, let's go down here to the bottom. First, I'm going to take all these songs to the bottom. And then I'm going to take this bottom song and bring it up to right here. No, Bad Bunny. Above the Bad Bunny. So everything now, and I can move the Suavemente right here. It's fine. That's another place setter if I need one. But anyway, everything. Well, hold on. No, that's wrong. Ooh, how could I have been so wrong? The point is we're going to get the Latino songs in the right spot. All these are going above this right here. I'm looking for Latino songs. Not to say that I'm skipping some of them, I might be. But I mean specific Latino artists. I'm actually a little bit surprised. The only ones I have is this Elvis, Capresso, Bad Bunny, Daddy Yankee, Prince Royce, Ozuna, and Farruko. Everything else is not what I have. So it is what it is. Now it's time to download. Let's do that. I'm finished with the playlist. And you can see how many songs that I do not have. See that? Let's get to it. It's not going to make any noise, but I am going to get to it. I'm going to move this over. And it's time. First, I want to do something. Just take a look. Okay, you see that right there? Sure thing. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go back to the top. Okay. I am going to hide the planner because it's going to do something, and I have to make sure that it's done right. For privacy concerns, give me 1 second. Keep in mind, everybody, like I say, I am on live right now. Subscribe to the channel. I will be making content like this to absolutely run beast mode on this entire industry, on showing people how it's done. Now then, let's just try this. We're good. So we're going down to figure out where that song. Okay, sure thing. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Sure thing is right there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, folks. You can see we're finished with the playlist. We're going to go one at a time. And I am going to go right here. This thing be smaller. Okay, it can't. I'm going to go right here. What? That's not. What is this? No. Oh, I see what it did there. I see what it did there. Give me a second. It's incorrect. Why is it wanting to do that? I don't know what that is, but I'm going to find out right now. Why is it wanting to do that? Okay, so yeah, we've already got that downloaded. Thank you so much for playing. We've downloaded that. Okay. So here we go. Is it possible that it will delete? It doesn't matter. Honest to goodness, it doesn't matter. If it's just going to keep doing it. It is. It is just going to keep doing it. It doesn't matter. I've already downloaded it. Fine. Okay, fine. We're going to the next one. We're going to the next one. We're going to pause. Pause. Copy. Pause. Copy. Pause. Copy. Pause. What you guys might not understand is as soon as I've copied it and I swing it over to the YouTube downloader, there's no need to paste. It automatically pastes. You just don't see it. I'll show you real quick. See here? It's pasting it. Every one of those, it's pasting it. How you like them apples? And so that one was UQV8, which is right here. Yeah, it's already got it. And so now we're going here, copy, pause, paste. 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 One more, and that's not the one I need because I've already got it. So we go over here, we make this big. Everybody can see, and maybe not, that I've done all that. It's going to go same as original. Conversion, same as original. Delete, converts to MP3. Download. I'm going to push the word no to download a single video. Push no. And here we go. No. 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 They're all in a playlist, so I have to push no each time. No. 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 Here we go. It's time to party. It's downloading all of those videos that I did not have. And now I will have them. The only really problem now, which will happen in just a moment, is I will have to make sure that they're listed correctly. No, not a problem. Okay. Here's the thing. For those of you hanging on or just joining us, the glamorous thing that maybe you were expecting from a DJ isn't so glamorous after all. I'm not going to apologize for that because guess what? It is what it is. It's not glamorous. What I'm doing here, and this is why I'm so excited to share it with you live right now on these internets, in these streets, is because I wanted you to see just how much work, how much pain, so to speak, how much brain energy it takes to be the master DJ that I am or that someone is. Like there are other, I'm not the only one. There are master DJs who behind the scenes are working their tail off, keeping things organized to the point of, ridiculousness. Their knowledge of digital understanding and blah, blah, blah is off the charts. And that's what you want. You want someone who's incredibly knowledgeable, so that when he shows up, he can execute the plan. But the real, truly, it's so much work on the day of, but the real brains of the operation happen before the day even starts. If your DJ is doing all this work live without any prep, you have got yourself, you're in a pickle. And if that's what he did on the day of your wedding, you need to go and you need to rate him or her. But here's the thing, man. I keep begging you guys to rate. So while I'm telling you to go subscribe, I'm looking at all of my past clients. Have you rated your vendors? Tell the truth. Stop playing around. Tell the truth. I know your name. This is the problem. I've already went over this in great detail. Most people's email is connected to them as a person. And when you start leaving that review, they're going to know who you are. And you think as a bride or a groom that they're going to judge you because maybe you're friends now. And by the way, that's part of why the wedding industry is going. There's so many vendors going under the radar, is because vendors, you can't help it. You're in the trench for one full day with this vendor, and now you just feel like it would hurt their feelings if you rated them badly, and then you just give up. You just say, I'm just not going to mess with it. I'm not going to rate them at all. And therefore, you have these people in the market right now who don't have any bad reviews. Sure, they don't have any bad review. They don't have any negative. Why don't they have any reviews? Because the person, the mother, the bride, the groom, they just throw their hands up and say, forget it. I'm just not going to go rate them because I just don't want to waste my time. I don't want to get into the intricacies of why I was mad. I don't want to get into the intricacies of why this person wasn't prepared. I just don't have a bone I don't have a bone to pick. We wasted our money on this person. I'm just going to move on with my life and think of happy, pretty thoughts and shiny, breezy cities on a hill and, I don't know, beautiful, bugless, fields of grass with lots of wind, and not think about how this person messed me up. To even think about going and giving a 4-star review or a 3-star review or a 2-star review. I'm not going to waste my energy. This person has already ruined it for me. Why would I go and, waste my energy on this effort? I have nothing to gain but my remembrance of how it sucked. Do you guys see what's happened? This happens all the time. Now, it's different when you don't spend the whole day with them. You can go to Wendy's and give Wendy's 5 stars or 1 star, right? Because nobody knows you there. You don't have a relationship. And so therefore, when you go to my website, please go to my website and look up all the vendors who are listed. It's not my preferred vendor list. It's Google's. I have just curated it for you. All the top vendors in Chattanooga are on that list. And obviously, maybe you live in a different city, but maybe it's time for you to realize people aren't getting reviews because it was a yawn factor or it was an anger factor. People aren't leaving reviews because you're having these. You're not really mad at him, but you're mad at him or her. You're not really, you don't tell them to their face how frustrating it was. You're afraid to tell them to their face because on the day of, they kind of tried to make it up to you or tell you they love you or hug you and tell you how much of a blessing you were. They try to make up with it in ways that are impossible. But then you just felt compelled to just go scratch your head and go, I'm never going to talk to this person again. And I don't want to go rate them now. But I've just got to clear it out of my mind. If I dwell on it, if I go to the 5-star review and I leave them 2 and they can trace it back to me, it's just more static. I'm just going to leave it alone. It's gone forever. So instead of taking the time to go into the review section and warn the next bride, warn the next mother or groom or whatever, you decide it's too much. And therefore, we have what I have unaffectionately called the wild, wild west wedding industry. And it's such a heartbreaking thing to sit there and watch live. I'm watching it live. By the way, while we're talking, my videos are still downloading. To give it just a little minute here. Still downloading my videos. Oh, please. You've got to be. Oh, things didn't work out the way I thought they were. All right. It's doing what it did before. That's too bad. Oh, that's too bad. It's downloading for the most part. It's downloading the first song in the playlist instead of the song that I want. So it's okay. It's literally I'm gonna let it finish and then I'll just delete them all. Or I'll delete everything and go. I'm gonna have to do some of this downloading off camera because this is too much. Okay, so I just want to pull it back. We will go ahead and pull it back. It's okay. Let's pull it back and let's understand. Again, it's not a problem. It'll just take a little time. Pull this up and make it big screen, okay? Let's start at the top so we're clear. Everybody can see what's happening. I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what it is. It's at the bottom of my coffee cup. I have grounds that I just swallowed. Now then, as you can see from the middle screen, I have one song, God Knew, that needs to be brought over to the computer at the top of the screen, which is my DJ computer, and I'll do that in just a little while. Normally I would do it on screen, but we're having a little problem with the download, the playlist, and all that. Good Lord. Remind myself not to do that anymore. Drink the last of the coffee grounds at the bottom of the coffee cup. As you can see, there's nothing more in yellow. Yellow is what I need to go download for songs. Now this right here is fine. The YouTube playlist, it's basically done, but it's not done. So I'm just going to leave it yellow. I'm just going to worry about downloading those few songs and getting them over into the correct folder. And I will be able to get it into the correct folder ASAP. Again, I'm going to go offline for that. And that's it. I literally have finished my second wedding for next Thursday. It's called Pro. It's called Masterful. This is a masterclass in wedding DJ prep. And so all songs, perfection, prepped beforehand. And then on the day of, it's executing the plan and literally just playing the songs, beat matching the songs, putting in cool transitions and watching people have the time of their lives to the songs that literally make them who they are. I know I made fun of some of these songs and some of the, hip hop or whatever, kind of raunchy, whatever. But the fact is, this is what makes them tick. It's part of their love story, and I'm happy to do it for them. I'm happy to play the songs for them. On a personal note, I'm all about Americans falling in love and having babies. This is what I think we need to do. Okay. Americans obviously getting married, Americans falling in love, making commitments, which is getting married, and having lots of babies. I'm just being honest with you. That's what I know makes the world go round. It makes the clock on the wall tick. That's what it's all about. And of course, there's lots more beyond that. But this is what I thrive on. Okay, I am a Christian. We're going to get to that just right now. I'm going to do a little sign off here and tell you how much I love Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, right? It's all connected, right? Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I'm very proud to say that. I pray that if you have thought about it, maybe you'll think about it again. You'll give it a second look. You'll give it a second thought. my entire life here, way before I've been a DJ, has been committed towards Jesus Christ, my personal Savior, but also I believe that He is the Son of God. He is the only begotten Son of God. And I just believe that. And because of that, I've made a conscious decision to follow Him with my life. And what a perfect thing, being a DJ, what a perfect thing that I can actually be a part of someone else's love story, right? And even if they don't believe in all the things I believe in with Jesus and stuff, it's a good start, right? It is a good start. Most of these weddings, they have Christian, it's a Christian officiant, it's Christian language that they're using. They're at least talking about commitment, and it's on the right track to being a Christian, right? It's on the right track. At least they're not. At least at least they're not like this is the opposite of that, right? There's a positive note to be played here, a little note to be strung, to be plucked, and it's on the right path. None of us are making all the right choices, and that includes me. But we're trying. Our effort is there, and and so there it is. I'm here for anybody who wants to talk about Jesus and all that stuff. I know it's not on brand per se, but it kind of sort of is, because again, these are Christian weddings that we're doing here in around here. Yeah, I mean, there may have been one or two that wasn't a Christian wedding, but that doesn't mean that people still can't. Until you stopped breathing, right? Until you've stopped breathing, there's a chance. As funny as that may sound, like Jim Carrey saying, "So you're saying there's a chance?" Yeah, and that gives me hope. You're saying there's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance. No matter what religion or anti-religion or atheism that you're into, there's still a chance. Something could happen in the world, whether it's your personal family, whether it's someone you love, whether it's the nation, whether it's the world. There's still a chance that you might come to the idea and the brain power to say, you know what, I may have been wrong about this. And that's that chance I want to grab. And I say, yeah, you were. Come on in, man. I want you can join me here in Christianity. So God bless. All right, friends. Again, I've just in the last 2 days, which is normal, I have finished this Sunday's wedding and next Thursday's wedding. I'll see you next week for the prep for not this Saturday's wedding, but a week from Saturday's wedding for that prep, okay? Probably on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Hopefully on a Tuesday. I will get to that, okay? And so we will prep for that wedding. And we will I'll be able to tell you about this Sunday's wedding. I'll give you the whole skinny, okay? So please join me for all that. And again, subscribe, like, comment, share, and join me here. And if you have any questions about your wedding and the prep that you're trying to do, let me know and I'll try my best to answer it. Until then, this is DJ Mark reminding you to help control the DJ population. Have your party with class. It's withclassllc.com. To God be the glory.